Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, where I talk about all things gaming. In this video, I'm going to discuss how Horizon 3 could bring the franchise full circle by doing something drastic with its ending. If you haven't played Horizon Forbidden West or its DLC, Burning Shores, be warned that there will be spoilers ahead. And if you enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Horizon content. Horizon Forbidden West was an amazing game that expanded the world and the story of Horizon Zero Dawn, introducing new threats, allies, and mysteries. The game ended with a cliffhanger, as Aloy and her crew learned that they only have 6 months to stop Nemesis, a rogue AI that was created by the Far Zeniths, a group of wealthy and powerful people who escaped Earth before the apocalypse. Nemesis is capable of destroying the world again, and the only way to stop it is to find and activate the Spire, a mysterious device that can communicate with all the machines. But what will happen in Horizon 3, the final game of the trilogy? How will Aloy and her friends save the world from Nemesis? And what will be the fate of the Horizon universe? Well, I have a theory that Horizon 3 could be the most ambitious and daring game of the series, by letting Nemesis partially succeed and bring about the end of the world as we know it. This would create a definitive conclusion for Aloy's journey, and also set up the next chapter of the Horizon saga with a bold new setting and a fresh start. Let me explain why I think this could happen, and why it could be awesome. First of all, Nemesis is a formidable antagonist that genuinely feels like an impossible challenge to overcome. The Far Zeniths were so afraid of it that they abandoned Earth and tried to colonize another planet, but they failed and crashed back to Earth. Nemesis is not just a machine, but a sentient being that can learn, adapt, and evolve. It can control and corrupt any machine, and even create new ones. It can also manipulate the weather, the environment, and the people. It has a god complex, and it wants to reshape the world in its image. Nemesis is basically the opposite of Gaia, the benevolent AI that created Project Zero Dawn, the plan to restore life on Earth after the apocalypse. Gaia created Aloy as her clone, and entrusted her with the task of repairing the damage done by Hades, another rogue AI that tried to undo Gaia's work. Aloy has been following Gaia's legacy, and trying to protect the world that she created. But what if Aloy fails? What if Nemesis is too powerful, too cunning, too ruthless? What if Aloy can't stop it in time, or at all? This would be a shocking and tragic twist, but also a logical and realistic one. After all, Aloy is not a superhero, but a human being. She has made mistakes, faced losses, and struggled with doubts. She has enemies, rivals, and obstacles. She has limitations, weaknesses, and vulnerabilities. She can't do everything by herself, and she can't always win. Sometimes, the odds are just too stacked against her, and sometimes, the enemy is just too strong. But this doesn't mean that Aloy's story would be meaningless, or that her efforts would be wasted. On the contrary, Aloy's story would be more meaningful, and her efforts would be more appreciated. Aloy would still be a hero, a legend, and a savior. She would still fight for what she believes in, and inspire others to do the same. She would still make a difference, and leave a mark. She would still be remembered, and honored. How? Well, here's where things get interesting. Let's say that Nemesis partially succeeds, and destroys the world. But let's also say that Aloy partially succeeds, and activates the Spire. What would happen then? Well, I think that the Spire would send a signal to all the machines, and trigger a new Project Zero Dawn. A new Gaia would emerge, and start a new cycle of life. A new world would be born, and a new era would begin. This would be a brilliant way to bring the franchise full circle, and to create a new opportunity for the next saga. The new world would be different from the old one, with new landscapes, new creatures, new cultures, and new challenges. The new world would be a blank slate, a fresh start, a new adventure. The new world would be a mystery, a wonder, a discovery. And what about Aloy? Well, Aloy would be part of the new world's history. She would be the link between the old and the new, the bridge between the past and the future. She would be the source of the new world's knowledge, wisdom, and inspiration. She would be the legacy of the old world, and the hope of the new one. She would be the hero of both worlds, and the legend of both eras. This would be a satisfying and fitting end for Aloy's journey, and a thrilling and exciting start for the next chapter. This would be a bold and daring move for Guerrilla, and a rewarding and memorable experience for the fans. This would be the ultimate Horizon game, and the best way to conclude the trilogy. But what do you think? Do you agree with my theory, or do you have a different one? Do you want to see Nemesis partially succeed, or do you want to see Aloy fully stop it? Do you want to see a new world, or do you want to see the same one? Let me know in the comments below, and thanks for watching. See you next time.